In the tranquil village of Jinnai, nestled amidst verdant hills and shimmering rivers, resided an elderly couple revered as deities by the townsfolk. Their names were Jinnai and Hanako, and their legend had been passed down through generations, inspiring awe and devotion. Jinnai, a man of towering stature and piercing blue eyes, possessed an aura of wisdom and benevolence. His long, flowing beard cascaded down his chest like a silver waterfall, and his gentle smile radiated warmth and compassion. Hanako, his beloved wife, was a woman of ethereal beauty and grace. Her raven hair, adorned with intricate silver ornaments, framed a face that seemed to glow with an inner light. Her eyes, as deep as the night sky, held a depth of knowledge and understanding that belied her years. Together, Jinnai and Hanako had lived in Jinnai for as long as anyone could remember. They had witnessed the village's humble beginnings, its struggles, and its triumphs. Through it all, they had been a constant source of guidance and support for the villagers. Legend had it that Jinnai and Hanako possessed extraordinary powers. They could heal the sick, predict the future, and control the elements. It was said that they had once summoned a torrential downpour to extinguish a raging forest fire, and that they had calmed a raging storm that threatened to destroy the village. The villagers held Jinnai and Hanako in the highest esteem. They built a magnificent shrine in their honor, where they offered prayers and made offerings. Every year, during the village festival, a grand procession was held to celebrate their divine presence. One fateful day, a terrible plague swept through Jinnai. The villagers fell ill in droves, and there seemed to be no hope. In their desperation, they turned to Jinnai and Hanako for help. The elderly couple did not hesitate. They gathered herbs and concocted potions, which they distributed to the sick. They prayed tirelessly, asking for divine intervention. And miraculously, the plague began to subside. One by one, the villagers recovered, and the village was spared from further tragedy. From that day forward, Jinnai and Hanako became known as the famed elderly couple of deities. Their legend spread far and wide, and people from distant lands came to Jinnai to seek their blessings. As the years passed, Jinnai and Hanako grew old and frail. But their spirits remained as vibrant as ever. They continued to guide and inspire the villagers, offering wisdom and comfort to all who crossed their path. One autumn evening, as the sun began its descent, Jinnai and Hanako gathered their closest friends and family around them. They shared stories, laughed, and reminisced about their long and extraordinary lives. As darkness enveloped the village, Jinnai and Hanako took each other's hands. Their eyes met, and in that moment, they understood that their time on earth was drawing to a close. With a gentle smile, Jinnai whispered, "My dearest Hanako, it has been an honor to share this life with you." Hanako returned his gaze, her eyes filled with love and gratitude. "And you, my beloved Jinnai. You have been my guiding light, my constant companion. I am eternally grateful for the journey we have shared." As the last rays of sunlight faded away, Jinnai and Hanako closed their eyes and breathed their last. The villagers, gathered outside their humble abode, wept openly. But their tears were not only of sorrow. They were also tears of gratitude for the countless blessings that Jinnai and Hanako had bestowed upon them. In the days that followed, the villagers prepared for Jinnai and Hanako's final journey. They adorned their bodies in exquisite robes and placed them in a magnificent palanquin. The procession that followed was the grandest the village had ever seen. As the palanquin made its way through the streets, the villagers lined up to pay their respects. They bowed their heads and offered prayers, thanking Jinnai and Hanako for their unwavering love and guidance. Finally, the procession reached the village shrine. The palanquin was placed inside, and the villagers gathered around to bid their final farewell. As the sun rose, casting a golden glow over the shrine, Jinnai and Hanako's spirits ascended to the heavens. They left behind a legacy of love, wisdom, and compassion that would continue to inspire the villagers of Jinnai for generations to come. And so, the legend of Jinnai and Hanako, the famed elderly couple of deities, was passed down through the ages. Their story became a testament to the enduring power of love, the importance of community, and the unwavering faith that can guide us through even the darkest of times.